Good evening and welcome, everyone. This is our monthly Strength and Dignity All Stars team training. I am Ruby Coach David McKenzie, and tonight we're going to be talking about energizing your business and different ways that you can really get the ball rolling and that momentum moving. Because once that momentum gets going, you really want to make sure you're in a great place to roll with it. Because that's where you're going to see the most growth in your business. That's where you're going to see um, more customers flow in. You're going to see your income increase. You're just going to see the expansion of your territory and the moves that you're making continue to grow. So you really want to get your business energized, get the ball rolling, get the momentum moving, and be in a great place so that you can continue with that ball rolling. So some of us are really new on the team, and I really wanted to go over what the Strength and Dignity team is all about and what I founded the team based on. This scripture, Proverbs 31:25, says, she can laugh without fear of the future, and that she is clothed in strength and dignity. It also says in other translations that she can laugh at the days to come. And this scripture really stuck with me at the time when I first started coaching and I first started adding people to my team. And it just really spoke to why I became a coach and so many things that I was going on in my life at that time. And I just had this vision of a team of coaches that projected that, you can have both strength and dignity and have a business that is really founded on those two qualities, that you can lead with confidence, that you can have integrity in helping others, that you can lead your life and conduct your business with both strength and dignity, that you don't have to be ashamed of your story or your testimony, that you can share openly. I feel like most people on the team know I am not at my goal weight. I've been through some things in life, but those aren't things to be ashamed of, though. That's what makes you you. That's what's going to attract people to you. So you can share on social media, you can tell people, about your story, about your fitness journey, about, your stuff and your baggage. And you don't have to have your head down about it. You can say it boldly and confidently. And not only does it make you who you are, but it's going to inspire others and lift others higher and forward towards their goals. I can't tell you how many times people say to me, you're so strong. I know if you can do it, then I can do it. And, you inspire me. And I'm looking at them kind of like they're crazy because I'm like, huh, little old me. But yes, if you are willing to share, then other people will be inspired about that. So my vision for the team is that we as coaches would really show that there can be beauty in strength. There is not one sole definition of beauty. Um, Being strong is beautiful. That we are a team of coaches that are really focused on empowering and educating others. And then also this component of family health, that as we as individuals take care of our health and fitness, that we can inspire others that are so close to us in our family to do the same and help other families get on track, be it, moms with children or even other adults in the family that may not be as educated on, the best nutrition or best fitness practices. So the growth of our team, we have been expanding. I'm so excited because there were so many newer coaches coming in, and we're really on the cusp of being a diamond team. And if you were on the last training call, you know that my goal for this year for our team is to be a 5-star diamond team and to be elite. Now, for some of the newer coaches, this could be like really technical and sound confusing. But basically, what we need to do to get there is to mentor the newer coaches to hit emerald, and then those emeralds to hit diamond. We need to all be hitting Success Club. And then duplication, duplication, duplication. This was drilled down into me as a new coach when I first started almost 2 years ago. As I train you guys to hit Emerald, it then becomes your job to train your new coaches on how to do the same thing and be Emerald. As you learn to hit Success Club, you train the people below you how to hit Success Club. You train them the best practices on how to share and, how to use Facebook and social media and all those things. You have to have a system in place that is duplicatable. And pretty much everything is in place with Beachbody. I love it. It's such a plug in type of system that it takes out really pretty much all the guesswork. So just make sure that you're doing what you need to do and that you're teaching the other people that you're bringing in to do the same. So with that, you really want to make sure that you're mastering the basics when you think about energizing your business. If you are brand new, or if you are a seasoned vet, if you're in a rut, to get out of that rut, you're going to want to start with you and just focus on you. It doesn't get any more basic than that. Don't think about other challengers. Don't think about who's your potential coach and how you're going to hit Emerald. Just focus on you. Do personal development. It's going to be 10 minutes or 10 pages per day. I cannot tell you how easy this is in 2016 with all the technology that we have at our fingertips. And again, if you don't know me, I used to work in PR and had a very busy, crazy schedule. I'm also a single mom. You can't tell me that you can't find 10 minutes in your day to do personal development. There's Audible apps. There are free podcast apps. There's YouTube. You can stream stuff through your radio while you're in the car. You can get a Bluetooth speaker and listen to personal development while you're in the shower. You can do it while you're commuting on the subway. You can do it during your lunch break. You just have to commit to doing it. So I listed out some books. I can give you more recommendations depending on what you're really focusing on. But basically, you guys just Google or YouTube search what you want to work on. If you want to work on social media, search social media. If you want to work on your confidence, search confidence. And you will find a plethora of things that come up that will help you. Compound Effect, Slight Edge, and GoPro are all great books to start with if you're new to network marketing, if you're new to running your own business, and if you struggle with procrastination at all. Those are really great books to get you over that hurdle. If you struggle with confidence, You Are a Badass. Perfect. Also, Failing Forward. That is by John C. Maxwell. That also goes into negative self-talk. So if you have any of those type of confidence, negativity type issues, those are the two books that I think are going to be awesome for you. And then Jab, 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 Right Hook is a great book on learning social media techniques as far as being purposeful with your posts and thinking about different marketing. So that's like a higher level book, maybe not something that you want to necessarily start off with, but there are resources out there for you. I have a whole YouTube channel of personal development that I just go to, and I just go down the list and I will listen to the next thing on it or listen to the next thing on it. If you are an Amazon Prime member, I know they had a deal going on that you can get 3 months of Audible for a free trial for new customers. And I know that they were waiving that for some people too. So there are plenty of options out there. So get your personal development done. For me, that's first and foremost, because you have to make sure that you have the right mindset before you get to anything else, really. If you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to be as committed to your fitness journey as you should be. If you don't have the right mindset, you shouldn't necessarily be inviting other people to join you. If you don't have the right mindset, when obstacles come your way or you hear a no, you might not be taking that and receiving and acting on it the right way. So really start with your mindset. And then the second thing, and these are the vital behaviors. So that's vital behavior number 1 and vital behavior number 2. 2 out of 3 vital behaviors all focus on you. That should tell you something. So the second one, product of the product. Are you drinking Shakeology? Are you using any of the supplements? If you are drinking Shakeology, how many different flavors have you tried? How many different recipes have you tried? These are all experiences for you to have as a coach that will make you a better coach. So when your customers say, hey, how's Greenberry? And you've never tried it, and you haven't heard of anybody else who's tried it, or you don't have any anecdotes to share, that's something that you need to be building into your repertoire. Supplements. I've taken Activit. I've tried all 3 of the boosts now, and I've had a performance line sampler. So I've tried all of the performance line. Do I use all of these things every day? Gosh, no. It's just not necessary for me and my diet and what my goals are. but I know what each of the things do. I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with the ingredients in Shakeology. I can tell you about the probiotics and the adaptogens and the prebiotics and the things that help you under stress and the things that, are good for your gut and all the superfoods and the blueberry and, is it vegan? Is it gluten free? Is it um, which one is better if I struggle with gas, or what type of protein is in the vegan one. All of these questions I could answer for you because I did my research and I've tried them. I know what they taste like. These are things that you guys need to consider when you're thinking of being a product as a product. Yes, we want you to get great results. Yes, we want you to be using the products, but also use that as a time to get to know what you're taking so that you can then turn around and be able to give better recommendations. So when you hear somebody saying, I really struggle with being regular, I'm drinking Shakeology, and I just, I don't know what to change in my diet, you could recommend, hey, I think you need to be eating some more dark leafy greens. You might want to get the digestive health boost as well and try that out and see if that works for you. But let's look at your diet and see what's going on, and we can go from there. Or would you, kind of just throw your hands up in the air and say, I don't know? All of these things make you a better coach. So once you've got those first two vital behaviors, the third one is invite, 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 which I also like to call share, share, share. Because a lot of times inviting makes people very nervous and intimidated. But really, you're just sharing. You're sharing the opportunity. You're sharing about your challenge group. You're not being pushy. You're not being salesy. It's not about, the bottom line. And it's fine if that's one of your major motivators. But the goal is not to be salesy. The goal is to meet people at their needs. So I like to break up the invite, invite, invite into three different types of invites. The first invite or share is sharing on social media. You should be sharing your takeaway from personal development. Share your why. Share about your experience with the products like we just talked about. Share recipes, and they don't have to be like a Shakeology recipe. It could be a recipe for what you ate for dinner last night. Share things about you so people get to know you. So again, it doesn't have to be all about Beachbody, but a lot of people know I'm really into fashion and I'm a plus size girl. So that's, a really niche market there and what looks best on your body. I could look at a straight size person or a plus size person. I could tell you, girl, you need to be wearing, this type of cut or, an A-line dress, or you need a little bit more of a flare. That's just my thing. That doesn't have to be your thing. And we have some guys on the team, so I could imagine if it's not. Maybe your thing is sports. Maybe your thing is travel. I know Allison Tibbs, on the leader of the Limitless Warrior team, she always posts pictures whenever she takes trips or goes hiking. She's always posting pictures. She lives in San Francisco and she gets like the most beautiful backdrops, and she'll post a picture of, what she sees that day. Think about what your network likes to see and post more about it. Let people get to know you. Don't be afraid to be you, because it's going to be you that people are attracted to. It's going to be you that people connect with. Do you know how many like other coaches there are? Over 400,000, I think, at this point, that people could have gotten 21 day fix from. It wasn't about the 21 day fix necessarily. It was about you and your intent to help them, and they felt connected to you. I've had people reach out to me in social media and say, hey, I know we don't know each other too well, but I want you to be my coach. They could have asked anybody, but they got to know me and they connected with me. The second invite is invite to a challenge group. So sharing on social media is all well and good. Even if you do one of those, mass invites of join, comment below if you want to join my next challenge group, those are great. But you have to be doing direct invites. Get in people's voicemail boxes, get on the phone, get in their inbox on Facebook, talk to people in your community. But really listen to people, through forming or through your conversations. Get to know people and see if you can fill a need. You don't know how many times I'm talking to somebody and, they had a baby a few months ago and they're just getting back into the swing of things, and, they're struggling to find themselves, and boom, it's like, hey, well, I just wanted to let you know I'm hosting a challenge group in a few weeks. Is that something you'd be interested in learning more about? That's step 1 of the 5-step invite right there. Step 2 is, yeah, actually, I really want to lose the baby weight before summer gets here. Oh, great, awesome. I'm really glad you're interested because I really think you'll like the group. But can you tell me more about what your goals are and what your challenges are? I mean, I know you have a new baby and you're probably like trying to figure out your schedule with that and all. But what other challenges do you have, or have you tried anything in the past? I could go through a ramble through a whole list of questions. Of course, you don't want to word vomit on people, but get the conversation going. Ask open ended questions and see where you can fill that need. The third invite, and this is really important, is invite to coaching, or if you want to look at it as sharing, share the coaching opportunity. We've talked a lot about lately not holding somebody else's destiny in your mouth. You owe it to people to share and tell them about the opportunity. You owe it to people to share and tell them about your challenge group because it could change their life. But coaching can change their life as well. So many coaches stop at inviting the challenge group and they never tell people about the coaching opportunity. I don't know why. This is where you'll really start seeing the most growth within your business, because once your team starts growing, then you'll start earning more bonuses. Then the company's going to start recognizing you more for paying that forward and training up a team to do what you do. Because listen, I can't reach all the people in the world. There's only but so many hours in the day. There's only but so many people that want to connect with me. If you ever seen a picture, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's shot of tequila. Like not everybody's going to want to work with Ava. There are people that you can reach and that you can touch and that you can help that I might never get to. So as a team, we can help more people. So let's talk about social media. Social media is one of those things that can be very overwhelming for a new coach or for somebody who's not really into it or well versed in it. So my recommendation is always to pick 2 platforms that you want to master. Usually that's Facebook for most everybody because we run our challenge groups through Facebook. But if Facebook's not your thing, nobody says you have to do it. We have the challenge group app now, so you technically don't even have to have your challenge group on Facebook. A lot of people do challenge groups via email, and there's more one-on-one. However you want to do it is up to you, but just start with 2. When I first started out with coaching, I did Facebook and Instagram, and then I ventured out into Pinterest. Now, mind you, you don't have to do any and all platforms. You can do whichever ones you want. I know Allison, when she first started out coaching, she was doing Twitter. Somebody found her on Twitter. She found Micah on Twitter. Like, that's what worked for her then. I do less of Instagram now, and I primarily focus on Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube. But it's really easy for me because they work hand in hand. But what you want to make sure that you do is that you find trainings on how to use these platforms. Don't just wing it. Don't just post like willy-nilly, because you really want to be purposeful in what you are posting. So search on YouTube, find different video trainings. Janelle Summers does a bunch of Facebook trainings on how to use it, how to connect with people in groups, how to expand your network. I have a training on Pinterest and I have a training on Instagram on my YouTube channels, and I think they're also in our team page group on Facebook. You really want to make sure you don't share in a slimy or a salesy or annoying way. What does slimy, salesy, and annoying look like? That's posting the sales when they're released each month. You should not be posting that. You should not be posting prices. You want to connect with people, you want to match them to a program, and then you want to show them the value of what they're getting. The 4 pillars. You get the Shakeology, you get the program, you get the nutrition guide, you get me as your coach supporting you in a private group, you get meal planning help from me, you get rewards. You can do the Beachbody Challenge and get a free t-shirt after every program that you complete every 30 days. You have an opportunity to win cash money. You have, if you're the type of coach that does prizes within your group, then you have that to say. But you don't want to be posting prices on your page. I did this in the beginning, as you know, it was a really big coach no, and I know that now, but you want to stay away from posting any of their like promo pictures. You know, Beachbody spends a lot of money and time on marketing and on their infomercials. That is great for what Beachbody does, but as a coach, people want to connect with you. So that'll help bring in all those new customer leads that you get as free customers when you're an Emerald or above. Leave that to Beachbody and, you know, do you. And then don't be annoying. Don't share the same thing every day. Don't do, you know, I drank my Shakeology today. Day 2, I drank my Shakeology today. Day 3, Shakeology was great today. Jazz it up. Share something different. Share a recipe. Share a picture. Share, make Shakeology brownies or something and then talk about that. But just mix up what you're posting so that it doesn't get annoying to your network. Because if you start seeing people start not following you or ignoring you, just think about what you're posting. And then expanding your network. Each platform is going to have different techniques for expansion on your network and what to do. Like with Instagram, using hashtags. And I reach out to everybody who repins one of my pins on Pinterest. But for now, I'll just focus on expanding your network via Facebook. You really want to make sure you're getting into interest groups, groups about your other hobbies. I have another training in the group about finding your niche as a coach. So whatever your niche is, or whatever those 5 elements that make up you outside of Beachbody, those are the types of groups that you want to join. I am in fashion groups. I am in makeup groups. I am in groups based on the TV shows that I like for those times I actually get to watch TV. You can friend mutual friends, and then basically with the people that you engage with, you want to start a conversation. Ask a open-ended question, not a yes or no, not a how was your day. Ask them, hey, I saw on your page that your son's taking karate. Like, how do they like that? Do you think it's too early for my son or daughter to do that? If you have children, just think of ways that you can start a conversation, but be genuine. Don't just ask it because you are just trying to get them in your challenge group. Ask them questions you really want to know the answer to. Be engaging. If you're in a Facebook group, you need to be posting in that group. Like, engage with people, comment on other posts, so that once you start interacting with those people, then you can friend them and take the conversation outside of that. Or you can friend them and then see their page, see what else they're into. And then you can connect on that level. And again, ask questions. You don't have to be the expert on everything. The other day I did an example of this on my page, and I asked, what's the best type of sneakers to wear, or what kind of sneakers do you wear in your workout? I posted it on my personal page. I posted it in a couple of different workout groups that I'm in, and I've gotten a ton of responses, and I interacted with each one of those people. People said, a lot of people said Skechers. Some people said New Balance, and these are brands of shoes I never worn before. And they, you know, I asked them like, okay, so what do you like about it? And, you know, are they expensive, or do you know what's the best store to get them from, or do they last long? Things that are more than yes and no. And then getting results. You guys, if you are not getting results or helping others getting results, people are not going to want to connect with you. That's just the God's honest truth. If you don't have stories to share or results to share, people might not trust you. And you have to have some familiarity with the products, be it empirical, like from your own personal experience. Like, I know the 21-day fix backwards and forwards because I did that program for 4 rounds. I lost 50 pounds and I love it. I can tell you all about the container system. I can tell you all about the workouts. I can tell you about PlyoFix. Like, I know that program like the back of my hand. And if you are a newer coach and you're not as familiar with the products, that's still okay, because you can collect stories. Ask some of the other coaches on the team. Like, I've never done Body Beast, but I know I can go to Tyshawn or to Donovan and say, hey, can you tell me a little bit about Body Beast just so I'm more familiar about it? Like, what did you think of Sagi? And was it hard or was it challenging? What equipment did you really need for the program? Is there anything that somebody could, like, you know, skip out on? Like, just tell me more. And these guys would be able to tell me. And then there's also research you can do. In the back office under sales and marketing, go to product tools. Every single product has a list of talking points and marketing tools associated with it, so that it even tells you, here's who this program would be ideal for, and it gives you a list of people. Not every program is for everybody, you guys. Don't just be directing people to what's on sale. Not everybody is going to be good for 22-minute hardcore. I'm sure it's a great program. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's not for everybody. Just like 21 Day Fix Extreme is not for everybody. That is not a beginner's program. Neither is Master's Hammer and Chisel. But you have to get to know the products to be able to know what to recommend. Again, if you are newer, it is totally fine. But also take the time to ask people and learn that information. If you really want to jumpstart your business, whether you're a newer coach or a seasoned coach, and maybe you just want to get a restart, do the 3-day refresh. Start with that. You will get the program in like 5 days, and then it's going to take you 3 days to complete it. So by this time, by Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays from now, you'll be able to share on social media your results. You can journal how you felt each day. You can make a list of recipes that you made. These are all things that you can share in social media. You can take a picture of what you made and you can pin it to Pinterest on a board. You can pin your 3-day refresh results. You can share it on Instagram. You can tweet about it. You can then turn around and invite others to do a clean eating challenge with you. Hey guys, we're going to be doing the 3-day refresh. I just finished it. I got great results. We're going to be drinking Shakeology for 30 days and focusing on clean eating. And you can invite people to join you that way. You can invite people to join you to do it without even having done it. But I will tell you, people love to see results, like your own personal results, not some random, person that you don't even know. They want to see it from you. And then if you're ready for a fitness program and you want to jumpstart your business, do the 21 Day Fix. It's one of the shortest programs, 3 weeks, bing, bam, boom, you're in, you're out. Same thing. Journal how you feel each day. Track what you're eating. Share about it on social media. Even if it was hard, I tell everybody, I hate total body cardio. It is the first workout every week, and every week I'm like, only have to do this 2 more times. Praise God. I hate it that much. I also have this running joke about how I curse out my trainers while I'm doing the workouts. People know this about me. I think it's funny. I hope they think it's funny too. But and I don't pretend to make it look like it's easy. It's a struggle for me, but I share that struggle and I'm genuine about it. Also think about the business cycle. And this is something I wanted to put in here for newer coaches because it gets really confusing. You get a lot of information thrown at you in coach training. The easiest way to go about it is to create a schedule for yourself. The schedule I have for myself, I call it like an editorial / marketing calendar. It's not really that deep, but it just gets me to post more purposefully so that I'm leading up to the different things on my schedule. For example, the first week of the month is when I would host a clean eating group. So the week before that is when I would post about clean eating group. I might share recipes. I might ask for suggestions. I might, and then I might do an open invite saying, hey guys, I'm hosting a free 5-day clean eating group. We kick off on Monday. Comment below. Say add me if you want to get added in. It's totally free. My first and third weeks of the month are when I do challenge groups. Sometimes I do 2 a month because if you add people in the beginning, first 2 weeks of the month, you don't necessarily want to just leave them hanging out there until like April to start a challenge group. Some people get the program and they're ready to go right away. So I like to have some place to put them. So I might host a challenge group starting on the 3rd week of the month. So the weeks before that are when I'm going to be posting about the challenge group coming up. The weeks before that, on Tuesday or Thursday, is also when I post transformation photos. Either for Transformation Tuesday, I might do somebody else on Woman Crush Wednesday, or I might do like an old photo of me on Throwback Thursday and talk about like how far I've come. This is all just to be purposefully in how I post. You also want to do challenger shout outs. If you have challengers that are in a challenge group and they did really great that week, it doesn't even have to be like I lost 10 pounds. It could be, I'm so proud of Sherry because I really know that she's been plugging in and she's been eating clean and she came up with this awesome recipe that she shared with the group. Or it could be weight loss. It could be somebody who had non-scale victories. Shout out to Zach because he is seeing increased agility and I can't even think of the word I'm thinking of. Increased endurance doing Insanity Max 30. Right? These are really simple things that are one going to totally boost your challenger and make them want to push even harder. But two, shows people that you're working with other people, that you're getting them results. And it feels good. Like, I want Janelle to shout me out. I want to get results. Hey, if, so and so can do it, so can I. And then for invites to coaching, I usually will start those invites the third week of the month. I usually by then, I've done all my challenger invites, and when I feel like I'm in a good place with the Success Club, I then push to rank advance and get more coaches in, and especially if a challenge group is winding down, I start looking at those challengers and thinking about who would be good. So remember how we talked about the first two vital behaviors really focus on you? It is basically like a casting call almost in a challenge group where if somebody is really plugging in with the products, they are sharing about their experience on social media. I know in my challenge groups, I typically will recommend a book for the group to read. So if they're doing personal development in there already, man, the only thing that's really missing is that invite. So they might make a perfect coach. So if in your challenge group you see that they are doing a great job, this might be somebody that you're like, hey, I know we're still going, but I just wanted to invite you to check out this What Is Coaching call. And it's usually I do mine the last week of the month usually. Allison does them, I think every other month. Doesn't matter when, just invite them. And then this is the team schedule. It's if you go to the team page, it is the cover photo. And then I just love this quote: failure is an opportunity to begin again more intelligently. There is no failing unless you quit. So if you feel like you failed or you feel like you're struggling, you now have more experience to work from. That's all. So just begin again more intelligently, you guys. So what now? Make a decision and act on it. Like, be decisive. Deciding means jumping in all the way, doing whatever it takes, and going after your dreams with the tenacity of a dateless cheerleader a week before prom night. That's from Jen Sincero, and you are a badass. Go for it. Go after it. You want to be diamond? Be diamond. Say I am diamond and act like it. Make a plan. Get a schedule. Get a calendar together. Schedule out when are you going to work out? When is your power hour? Are you going to blitz? Are you going to, do the power of 3? Make a plan for yourself. Plan out, when am I going to do my 3 posts a day? What am I really focusing on this month? Am I focusing on empowerment? Am I focusing on personal development? Am I focusing on like sharing recipes because I really want to have a spring clean eating group? You see what I did there? Get a calendar together, like I shared the business cycle. Are you going to host your challenge groups on the first of the month? Okay, then make sure you're inviting the weeks prior. Really plug in and push play and be there, you guys. Make the decision to show up. Plug into personal development. Hit play on that DVD or on demand. And really just make sure that you're committed to your own journey first. And that's something that I personally struggled with when I first became a coach. I got so invested in helping everybody else that I forgot about Deva. Don't forget about you. Put yourself first, commit to your own journey, and the rest will follow. So with that, you guys, are there any questions? Well, I'm going to stop the broadcast so you can go ahead and ask.